Hi everyone, welcome back to Engineer in Security. Today we are diving into one of the oldest but still most misunderstood topics in cybersecurity: computer viruses. Are they still dangerous in 2025? Do you even need an antivirus anymore, or is the built in protection enough? Let's break it down. A computer virus is malicious code designed to replicate and spread, often attaching itself to legitimate files. But sometimes people just say virus, and we usually mean malware in general. Malware like viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and so on. They can steal your data, lock your files, or even turn your device into part of a botnet. Let's take a quick trip back in time. The very first widely recognized PC virus appeared in 1986, called Brain. It was created by two brothers in Pakistan. It spread through floppy disks by infecting the boot sector. What made Brain unusual was that it didn't really destroy data. Instead, it slowed down systems and marked disks as infected. Even more interesting, inside the code, the brothers included their names, address, and phone number. They claimed they weren't trying to cause harm, but wanted to raise awareness about software piracy. Defenses at that time were quite basic. If you knew your floppy was infected, you could simply reformat the disk or overwrite the boot sector. Soon, the very first antivirus tools appeared, able to detect and remove Brain. In many ways, this virus marked the beginning of the antivirus industry. In 1992, we saw the Michelangelo virus. It was programmed to activate on March 6, the artist's birthday, and it threatened to wipe data from infected hard drives. The media went crazy, predicting a digital apocalypse. In reality, it didn't infect as many systems as feared, but it was one of the first times a computer virus made global headlines and created real panic. To defend against the Michelangelo virus, computer users and companies turned to antivirus software, which at the time was still a relatively new concept. Security vendors quickly released updates capable of detecting and removing the virus before March 6. Media coverage actually helped in this case. It raised awareness and pushed people to install antivirus programs, scan their systems, and make backups of important files. For many, this was the first time they truly understood the importance of having protection against computer viruses. So, what about today? Are viruses like Brain or Michelangelo still a threat in 2025? The truth is, no one is worried about these old programs anymore. They were designed for floppy disks and early PCs, and they simply can't survive in a modern environment. But they left an important legacy. They showed the world that malicious software is real, it spreads, and it can cause panic. Nowadays, the landscape looks very different. Most threats are no longer simple viruses. We are dealing with ransomware, phishing attacks, and sophisticated malware that's often backed by criminal groups or even state actors, instead of just destroying data on a specific date. Modern malware is about making money, stealing information, or gaining long-term access to systems. So, do you still need antivirus in 2025? The good news is that built-in protections like Microsoft Defender on Windows are much stronger than anything people had in the 90s. For many users, that's already enough. But cybersecurity today is less about one magic program and more about your behavior, keeping systems updated, using strong passwords, enabling multi-factor authentication, and being careful with suspicious links or downloads. Thanks for watching. I'm just getting started on YouTube, and my goal is to make cybersecurity easy to understand for everyone. In the future, I also plan to create deeper, more professional content. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps me keep making better content.